Hi, so we're going to deal today with rational expressions, how we multiply and divide rational expressions. We're going to start with the example with A. So here we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 over x cubed plus x times 4x squared plus 4 over x squared plus x minus 2. Well, first we have to factor each expression here. So we got x squared minus 2x plus 1. So we can find two values, we multiply them, we get 1, we add them up, we get negative 1. Right? So it can be like negative 1 and negative 1. So this one will be x minus 1 times x minus 1 over the common factor of x cubed plus x, it will be x as a common factor, so we have x squared plus 1 times 4x squared plus 4, so we get 4 as a common factor, so x squared plus 1 over, well, here we can see two values. We multiply them, we get negative 1, and we add them up, we get 1. Now these values are 2 and negative 1, so that would be x plus 2 times x minus 1. Well, here we can simplify. We got x squared plus 1 with x squared plus 1. We get x minus 1 with x minus 1. And here we're going to come up with, 4x minus 1 over x times x plus 2. Okay? This is the answer. Now, as we did here, we reduced to the lowest terms, right? Because always the question is perform the indicated operation and simplify the result. And we have to leave our answer in factored form. Of course, it has to be more simplified. Okay, let's take another example. Let's take B. So let's take B here. All right, so for B, so this is A, so for B, in a second, let me just do this one here. Get some space. Now for B here, we get x plus 3 over x squared minus 4 over x squared minus x minus 12 over x cubed minus 8. Here we have fraction over fraction. So we take the numerator of the fraction in the numerator multiplied by the reciprocal of the fraction of the denominator. So here we're going to change division to multiplication. As we know that A over B over C over D would be equal A over B times D over C, which is the reciprocal of C over D. Okay, so let's take this one here. So here we have x plus 3 over, now let me just change the color here. So we have x plus 3 over x squared minus 4 times the reciprocal of this is going to be x cubed minus 8 over x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, this is 12. Okay. All right, so here equal, we'll get x plus 3 over, now x squared minus 4 can be written as x squared minus 2 squared. Okay? And this is x cubed minus 2 cubed over x squared minus x minus 12. We're going to find two values. We'll multiply them. So we're going to multiply them. We get negative 12, right? So 1 second. So we multiply them. We get negative 12. And we add them up. We get 1. So we multiply them. We get negative 12. And we add up. We get negative 1. Not actually. Yeah. So it's going to be minus 4 and positive 3, because negative 4 times 4 will be negative 12, and we add negative 4 with positive 3, we will get negative 1. So it's going to be x minus 4 times x plus 3. Okay. We continue here. Right? So, okay. So we have, let's continue here. Let me have another page. Now, okay, so here we have x, so we have x plus 3. Now x squared minus 2 squared is difference of 2 squared, right? It's going to be x minus 2 times x plus 2, right? And x cubed minus 2 cubed is the difference of 2 cubes, right? So it's going to be x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 4 over x minus 4 times x plus 3. Well, we can simplify here. So we can simplify. It's going to be, we're going to get x minus 2 with x minus 2, and we get x plus 3 with x plus 3, and we're going to come up with x squared plus 2x plus 4 over x plus 2 times x minus 4. And that's the final answer. All right, so now we're going to add and subtract rational expressions. So before we dealt with multiplication and division, now we're going to deal with adding and subtracting rational expressions. Right? Now, as we know, if we have a over b plus c over b, now we have the same common denominator here. We have the same common denominator. So we're going to add the numerators, right? And here we have the same denominator. So we're going to just find the difference between a and c, right? So let's take this example. We got a. Now here we're going to add and subtract a rational expression with equal denominators. Now since we have equal denominators, we will have no problem here. We're just going to add or find the difference of numerator. Let's start with a here. So a, we're just going to add here, we have 2x squared minus 4 plus x plus 3 over 2x plus 5. Okay? Well, this is we got 2x squared plus x. We need make sure we add like variables, right? With the same degree and the same variable. Like 2x, like for example, x with 3x, it will be equal 4x, right? 2x squared, we can add it with x squared, which is 3x squared, right? But we cannot add x squared with x cubed, for example. Or we cannot add 3y with 4x, right? We can multiply them, however, but we cannot add them up or subtract them. So we get minus 4, minus 1, and we get 2x plus 5. This is the final answer. Well, we have to keep in mind that we have x should be different than negative 5 over 2. That's a domain, right? That's a domain. Obviously, it's one of the conditions to work in this rational expression. Well, let me get b here. Let me get b. Well, here we have minus here. We have negative here. We have to be careful. So make sure we add parentheses to the second numerator here. So we're going to be x minus x over 3. Let me just, now we'll be the same common denominator here. So it's going to be, x minus 3 as a common denominator. And here we have x. Since we have minus, make sure we add parentheses because we're going to change the sign. When we distribute negative, right, we're going to change the sign because we have negative sign. Because negative times positive would be negative. So here we have x minus 3x minus 2 over x minus 3. Now x minus 3x will be minus 2x minus 2 x minus 3. Okay? And since we have to leave our answer to factored form, okay, we can just continue here. So let me just do this. So we'll be, so here we have minus 2 as a common factor, x plus 1 over x minus 3. And I believe this is the final answer. Okay? All right, so here we have to add rational expressions whose denominators are additive inverse of each other. So we have, as we have in this example, we got 2x over x minus 3 plus 5 over 3 minus x. Well, we need to find the common denominator here between x minus 3 and 3 minus x. Well, here we have the rule of this. We have got a minus b equals minus the parentheses b minus a, right? Well, here we can change 3y. We can change either one, by the way. So we just can change to 2x over x minus 3. Here, instead of 3 minus x will be x minus 3, but we have to add minus here. Because, well, if we have like plus here, so here we have minus. But we know that positive times negative will be negative, right? So it's going to be 2x minus x minus 3 minus 5 over x minus 3, right? But here we have the same common denominator, so it will be easy for us. We're just going to take the difference of numerators here. So we got 2x minus 5, and that's the final answer. Of course, x has to be different than 3. That's going to be the domain. All right, for these examples, we have a and b, so we're going to add and subtract a rational expression with unequal denominators. So we need to find the LCD, which is the least common denominator here. So we got, as we know, we can just multiply this with this, like cross multiplication. So we get, so for a, we get x minus plus 4 times x minus 4 minus 2. And here we have x minus 3 times x minus 2 plus x times x plus 4. Right? So, let me just do it in a different way. I'm trying to make it like more clear here. So, make sure everybody got the idea here. All right, so here we have, we got x minus 3 over x plus 4 plus x over x minus 2. Now here we need to multiply by x minus 2, and we need to multiply also here by x minus 2. Here we need to have x plus 4, so we must multiply also x plus 4. Well, now we have the same common denominator here. We got x plus 4 times x minus 2, and we can just gonna add up the numerators here. So we got x minus 3 times x minus 2 plus x times x plus 4. Now let's move on here. So here we have, now we're gonna use distributive property, x times x and x times negative 2. And here we have negative 3 times x and negative 3 times negative 2. So the answer will be x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 here. Okay? So here we have x squared plus 4x. We just use distributive property. All right? And we're going to leave x plus 4 times x minus 2. Well, here we can just add like variables. We got x squared with x squared, right? And we got negative 2x with negative 3x. And then we add the number with the number, 6 with 4. Now, as we know here, x squared plus 2x squared is going to be 2x squared. Minus 2x minus 3x is going to be negative 5x. And 6 plus 4 would be 10 over x plus 4 times x minus 2, right? Let me check here. I think there's a mistake here for multiplication. Let's just erase this. Okay. No, this is 4x, by the way. This is 4x. We got 4x. Okay, so we're going to add, well, so we're going to add this one here with negative 3x. So it's going to be negative 5x plus 4x would be negative x. And here we have plus 10. So this is going to be negative x plus 6. Sorry, plus 6. Okay? So the answer, let me just write it again. So it's going to be 2x. So it will be 2x squared minus x plus 6 over x plus 4 times x minus 2. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so let's continue here. So now we have B. We have B. Now for B we got x squared over x squared minus 4 minus 1 over x. Right? Now here we have, well, we can multiply by x here. And here we can multiply by x. Here we're going to multiply by x squared minus 4. And here x squared minus 4. Right? So here it's going to be x cubed minus, well, we get x squared minus 4 over x. Now x squared minus 4 is the difference between of squared here. It's going to be x minus 2 times x plus 2. Okay, let's continue here. Now this is going to be x cubed minus x. We have to distribute the sign. So negative times positive will be negative, and negative times negative will be positive. So we got plus 4 over x times x minus 2 times x plus 2. And I think we get the idea here. This is the final answer. All right, so here we have this example. We're going to perform the indicated operations, and we have to simplify the result, and also we have to leave our answer in factored form. Well, here we have 3 over x. So we got 3. We got 3 over x. We're going to factor this one. It's going to be x as a common factor, so x plus 1 minus, we got x plus 4 over, no, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Two values, we multiply them, we get 1. We add them up, we get 2. It's going to be 1 and 1. So x plus 1 times x plus 1. Well, to find the common factor, here we need x plus 1 because we have 2x plus 1 here, right? And also we must multiply by x plus 1, numerator with 3. And here we need x, so we're going to multiply by x. Okay? So here we have x times x plus 1 times x plus 1. And here we have 3 times x plus 1 minus x times x plus 4. Okay. So we continue here. We got 3x plus 3 minus x squared minus 4x over x times x plus 1 times x plus 1. Let me just get space here. Well, here we have, so we can add like variables. Well, here we got negative x squared by itself. We got 3x with negative 4x, and we got positive 3, right? So here we have minus x squared. 3x minus 4x will be negative x plus 3 over x times x plus 1, x plus 1. Okay? Well, here we can factor by negative 1, actually. We can take the negative outside the parentheses. It's going to be x squared plus x minus 3 over x times x plus 1 times x plus 1. And this is the correct answer. All right, we're going to take this last example here. So we're going to simplify complex fraction expression here. So, well, we need to work in the top first, right? We need to work on this one first, and then we're going to work in the denominator, and then we're going to use the property of, if you have a over b over c over d, right, equals a over b times the reciprocal of c over d, which is d over c. Okay? Now we're going to use the same thing here. Well, we have x squared over x minus 4 plus 2. Well, this is like over 1, right? And here we have 2x minus 2 over x minus 1 over 1. Now we need to find the common denominator here. We're going to multiply by x minus 4, and here we're going to multiply by x minus 4. Here we're going to multiply by x, and here by x, right? Let's get some space. So now we got the same common denominator. Here we got x squared, right? We got x squared plus 2x minus 8 over x minus 4 over 2x minus 2 minus x over x. Okay? We'll still can work on this one here. So it's going to be x squared plus 2x minus 8 over x minus 4. So we'll multiply by the reciprocal of this. It's going to be x minus over. Now here we got 2x minus x, so it will be x. Okay? And we got negative 2 right here. Right? And we're going to work on this one, this expression here. We got x squared plus 2x minus 8. So two values, we multiply them, we get negative 8. And we add them up, we get 2, which is negative 2 and 4. So it will be x minus 2 times x minus plus 4. Over x minus 4 times x over x minus 2. Excuse me. Well, now we got x plus x minus 2. We can simplify with this, right? And let's get some space here. So the final answer will be x times x plus 4 over x minus 4. And this is, I think, the final answer. All right? Have a good day.